Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Study Hangout. Children, in my previous video we learned about personal pronoun and possessive pronoun. So today we are going to learn about reflexive pronoun and interrogative pronoun. So let's start. What is reflexive pronoun? A reflexive pronoun comes when the subject and object of a sentence are the same. For example, she took herself to the hospital. In this example, she is the subject of the sentence. But whom did she take? The answer is herself. Okay. So my dear children, when the action done by the subject affects or reflects upon the subject itself, it is called a reflexive pronoun. They are formed by adding self to the singular and selves to the plural pronouns. They are also called the self pronouns. Okay, children? There are different singular pronoun and plural pronoun also. Like first person, myself. Singular reflexive pronoun is myself. Then plural reflexive pronoun will be ourselves. And if there is a second person, then singular reflexive pronoun is yourself. Then plural reflexive pronoun will be yourselves. Then next is third person. In the third person, if the singular reflexive pronoun is himself, herself, itself, oneself, etc. Then plural reflexive pronoun will be themselves. For example, you must do your homework yourself. So here yourself is a reflexive pronoun. She went to school herself. So here herself is a reflexive pronoun. Sharad and Suman finished the work all by themselves. So here themselves is a plural reflexive pronoun. Next, I blamed myself for the mistake. So here myself is a singular. So it is a singular reflexive pronoun. Then next, my father painted the house himself. So here himself is also a singular. So it is a singular reflexive pronoun. Okay children, clear? Now let's test yourself whether you have understood the reflexive pronoun or no. Question is, filling the blanks with appropriate reflexive pronoun. First one, the poor girl felt sorry for dash. In the bracket, it is given herself, ourself. So children, which will be the correct reflexive pronoun will come in the blank? The reflexive pronoun will be herself. So the sentence will be, the poor girl felt sorry for herself. Second one, God helps those who help dash. In the bracket it is given themselves, myself. So children, which reflexive pronoun will come here? Think a little. Take your time to answer. Okay. So here the word themselves will come as a reflexive pronoun. So the sentence will be, God helps those who help themselves. Then next is, he often talks to dash. In the bracket it is given yourself, himself. So answer will be himself. So sentence, he often talks to himself. Next one, help dash don't ask to be helped. In the bracket it is given myself, yourself. So your answer will be yourself. So sentence is help yourself, don't ask to be helped. Next one, I was sitting in the garden all by dash. In the bracket it is given myself, itself. So your answer will be I was sitting in the garden all by myself. Okay children, clear? Now let's move to another kind of pronoun, that is interrogative pronoun. What is an interrogative pronoun? When we think of the word interrogative, it has the same root as interrogation. To interrogate means to ask question. So, we can say that an interrogative pronoun is a pronoun that they are used to ask question. Okay, children, just remember, an interrogative pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun and that asks a question. In English grammar, there are just 5 interrogative pronouns. They are who, whom, whose, which, and what. They are used to ask questions. Now let's see in detail about this interrogative pronoun. First is who. Who is used to ask questions about people in general. For example, who is at the door? Who is planning the picnic? Okay, the question is asked in the general. Next is whose. Whose is used to refer to the person to whom a thing belongs. Okay, for example, whose is this pencil? Whose are these books? Here, whose is used for the things whom it is belongs. Okay, the next interrogative pronoun is whom. Whom is used to ask a question about someone, third person. Okay, for example, whom did you inform before leaving? Whom does this book belong to? Okay, next is which. Which is used to identify a particular person or thing in a group. For example, which is your costume? Which of these places in India would you like to visit? Okay children, so in this example, it is clear that which is used for the particular person, okay, to identify something. It should be of a person or things in a group, okay, clear? Then next is what. What is used to ask questions about things in general when the answer is an open-ended one. For example, what is the time? What will be eating for dinner? What is used when that answers are open-ended? It is not a specific. When the answer is open for all. Okay, clear children? Now let's test yourself whether you have understood the concept properly or no. Fill in the blanks using the appropriate interrogative pronouns from the brackets. Dash. In the bracket it is given which or what is the solution to the problem. So the sentence dash is the solution to the problem. So what answer will come here? This question is asked for everyone. It is open for all. So answer will be, yes, it will be the word what. What is the solution to the problem? Second one, dash. In the bracket it is given what and which of the path should be chosen. So here answer will be which. Tense will be Which of the path should be chosen? Next one, dash in the bracket, it is what and whom is given. Is your idea. So your answer will be what. So sentence will be, what is your idea? Next one, dash in the bracket, it is who and whose is given. Is at the counter. So your answer is who. So sentence will be, who is at the counter? Okay children, clear? So children, I hope you must have understood reflexive pronoun and interrogative pronoun. In my next video, we are going to learn demonstrative pronoun and relative pronoun. So keep learning. Till then, thank you and goodbye.